So if you have a hand mixer, you have a stand mixer, you can actually do this process making use of that. You don't necessarily have to use your egg whisk or your spatula. If you have something to make your job way easier, please by all means go ahead. I do not currently have lights, and then putting on the gem is stress. So I'll just go ahead and mix this in for a little while before adding in my sugar. Alright, just to lighten it up a bit, so you can go for about maybe 5 minutes. Totally depends on what you want. Now, for the purpose of information, it is important for you to know that not everybody uses white sugar for their fruit cakes. Alright, so using white sugar will in the end determine the quantity of dark treacle, molasses, browning, and all of that you're going to add to give you that color of the rich fruit cake. But if you're using brown sugar from the start, it already changes the color of your mixture, your butter and sugar mixture, to brown. So you do not necessarily have to add all of that, browning, dark treacle, molasses, and all of that. So it totally depends on the color you're trying to achieve and how you or your family, your clients, and anybody likes their color to come out. So it totally depends on you. So we're just going to mix this in for a while and then go ahead with the sugar. So we're adding in our sugar and we'll just keep mixing. Make sure that whatever you use, right, whether it's spatula or something, you have a spatula, right, to scrape down the sides of your bowl so that you have an even mixture. Okay, an even mixture, so that you don't have some sides of your margarine or butter properly mixed and some sides not properly mixed. Or by the time you start adding in your eggs, you have some parts properly mixed and then you still have flour at the bottom. No, you should have something to mix with so that you come out with an even batter. You don't have flour running in some parts and all of that. Oh, I forgot to mention, in my soaked fruit, I already added my dates because I couldn't get access to the fresh one. I had the dry one, so I just crunked it up and added it to it so that it will come out softer. Right, so mix, mix, mix. Meanwhile, where are you watching from? Do let me know in the comment section so I can send a shout out to you. Also, would you be trying this recipe out, because the aroma is beautiful already. Like, it smells so nice. So you keep mixing, 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 and all that, and all that, and all that. Whoosh, stirring. Better to get a hand mixer. This is supposed to be rechargeable. I shouldn't be stressing myself this much. Okay, so if you have a rechargeable hand mixer as well, or blender, something, just anything to make the work easier for you, go right ahead. Until it's really, really light. Okay. So while you're scraping the sides, also scrape the bottom of your bowl. because many times for maybe a stand mixer or whatever kind of mixer you're using, sometimes your whisk doesn't really get to the bottom as it were. So it's also good while you're scraping the sides to get an even mix. You also scrape the bottom of your bowl. Alright, so turn the ones that are underneath to the top, and then you mix again until you discover that your color is even all way round. All way round, you have an even color. For instance, if you are using a lighter color of margarine, let's say something like what margarine has a lighter color now, maybe Siemens or something, right? When you're mixing, make sure that everywhere is already bright, like pale, you get that pale yellow color, both at the top, the sides. Then when you take it from the bottom, so that you have an even mixture. You don't have some parts properly mixed and some parts improperly mixed. Alright, so we'll do this for another about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll go in with the other ingredients.